What's going on, everyone? Today I bring you another episode of the Journey to National Master. This time will be round 4 of San Sebastian Open. And in this round, after a draw against a higher 1800 opponent, I get another almost 1900 opponent. And this time I got white pieces. So my opponent was Inigo Crespo. And let's see how I started. So I started with d4, that's what I've been going for, and after knight f6, I decided to play knight c3, and after d5, bishop f4. So the Jobava London. And you might be asking, what? The Jobava London again? I thought you were done with that opening and with the London in general. And indeed I was. I was done with the London, but funny story. I was intending to play against knight f6, just the bishop g5, going to the Trompowsky attack. But around that time where I was in San Sebastian, like Daniel Naroditsky and Bortnik, they launched a Jobava London course, a PGN course, and I saw that Naroditsky made a video with Chessbase India. And man, it brought back all those memories that I had playing this opening in the summer of 2022. And you guys know, if you've been watching for a while, that tournament, I mean, those tournaments in the summer were, my best tournaments by far. And I had great results with the Jobava London, even beating my highest rated opponent, which was a 1920 something rated Elo FIDE rated player. So yeah, with a beautiful Jobava. So I decided, okay, I mean, I didn't prepare any Jobava for this tournament, but I was like, I don't care, man, I'm just gonna play the Jobava. My opponent played a6, which is one of the main moves, also a very solid option, just stopping any knight b5 ideas, which can be annoying if you're not prepared. So yeah, I just played e3, e6, knight f3, c5, nice move, striking in the center, and here, you can do a lot of stuff, but I decided to just go for d takes c5, bishop takes c5, bishop d3, just developing my pieces, and yeah, I mean, the position is quite balanced here. My opponent went knight c6, and I went castle. Just wanted to get my pieces out and castle, and boom. So castles also from black, and here I guess it's the first moment that we have to pause and look at the position and try to figure out, okay, what are we going to do here? And this position is completely equal. There's some ideas that that white can try, and here it was my first think of the game. Yeah, there's a lot of plans. I didn't remember what was my goal in this position. I think it was actually my first time even facing a6 on a tournament game. But yeah, you can play it slowly, you can play it faster. You can play h3 to try to stop any knight h5s in the future. You can play a3 with the idea of stopping knight b4 and also intending to play b4 in the future, maybe some knight a4, maybe some knight c5 in the future, maybe b4 b5. There's ideas in that. There's the more challenging e4, which it's a break that you want to do, but this is tough if you're not really sure about it, because there's always moves like d4, which you have to calculate after something like knight e2. I mean, you might like this position, you might not like it. It's complex. There's knight h5 and yeah. I didn't want to go into this. Of course, if he took on e4, we would be very happy, but he's not gonna do that. And after thinking for a while, I just made a very bad move, practically speaking. The engine doesn't hate it, but I mean, it's just a, for me it's a big blunder, honestly. Even though the engine doesn't really mind it, yeah, for me it's like a big blunder, which I just play 95. And this move is just it's just very bad, and I'm gonna explain why. I mean, 95 is a move that you eventually want to do in the London system. Everybody knows it, but you want to do it under like good circumstances. So, you know, if you can support that knight, if that knight is not gonna get immediately kicked out of that square, is good. But here, I mean, I saw that my opponent could easily solve the problem of 95, but you know, I thought that wouldn't be a big deal. And yeah, the problem with 95 is simple. Bishop d6, what my opponent played in the game, there's no way to really defend the knight, and you definitely don't want to go back, so you have to take on c6, and after b takes c6, also there's no real logic about playing bishop g3 or even bishop f6 or bishop g5. I think it's like a waste of time, so you have to take. Queen takes, and you get left with this position. And of course, in my calculation, I saw this position and I thought, okay, like, what's the big deal? Just e4 and I'm fine. That was just my logic, just e4 and I'm fine. But and the engine agrees, but let's look at it with human eyes. I mean, his position is awful. I would take black every day of the week. I mean, there's so many annoying things. Of course, black is never gonna take here. Like, that would be the dream. Getting something like this, maybe rook d8, queen takes d6, rook takes d6, rook a1, for example. This would be a dream. I mean, here would be way better because, you know, we have way more development. Black structure is bad, but of course, is not obliged to take on e4 by any means. I mean, just something like d4, I feel like this is already like super uncomfortable for white, because where do you go with the knight? Let's say you go knight e2, in e5, c5, c4 coming, bishop g4, developing the bishop, rooks coming to the open files. I mean, the computer says equal, but I feel like this is way better for black. I mean, like, I don't care about the computer evaluation in this position. Let's look it at like with a human perspective. Our pieces are awful, and black center is just way too strong. So yeah, just going back into this position, 95 was just super unnecessary, super early. I should have just made a waiting move. And after e4, my opponent went e5, which is a very nice move. And what do I do here? Like honestly, at this point in the game, I felt like I was already close to losing, which is very exaggerated. I'm not close to losing, I'm equal, but practically speaking, I mean, this position is horrible for white, in my opinion, because like black has this big center. Black can easily develop the bishop, bring the rooks, and I feel like I have no space at all. And like, what do I do to get counterplay? It's just, this position is just very disgusting. Here, after e5, I played h3 to stop bishop g4, which I think would be very annoying. Of course, I never want to take on d5. This would be, I think, just GG's. This would be losing, because I mean, these pawns, I mean, nah, no way. So yeah, I played h3, my opponent played queen b4, which I felt like it was a very nice move. Apparently it's not. I mean, it's not a bad move, but yeah, it's a tricky move. I was more afraid of something, honestly, like a rook b8 maybe, or a rook e8, even something like e4, the d4 here. I was more afraid of this type of moves. But my opponent went queen b4, which, it's actually, in my opinion, it's a very clever move, because now my opponent is threatening to take on e4 and is threatening to take on b2. So at first I thought, okay, I'm screwed, because this is a double attack. How do I defend both threats. And here I went into the deep thinking tank, and I actually came up with the best move. I played Queen E1, which is the absolute best move, and very tricky move, very nice. I'm very proud of this move because this move is, in my opinion, it was hard to spot, but I managed to, stay calm and try to figure out something, try to fight. And this move not only protects e4, so now black doesn't really want to take, but also it is inviting black to take on b2, but taking on b2, it's not a good move, because after takes on b2 I have rook b1, queen a3 only move, and now e takes on d5, and I'm threatening the pawn on e5. Let's say a sample variation, something like c takes on d5. I take on e5 with the queen, and my queen is still protecting the knight. Rook e8 would be met with queen d4, and white is fine. I kind of freed up my position. There's still like I'm active now. I'm active. The queen is misplaced. My pieces are not that bad anymore. My rook is on the open file. Like, I like my position here. So yeah, this would be good. I calculated this, and my opponent actually played rook e8, which is also looks like a very nice move, because now the same thing doesn't work. Now if I say, let's say I do a random move like king h1, for example, now my opponent can take on b2, and after the same variation I can't take on e5, so here I would be way worse. So yeah, this doesn't work anymore. And I went and I was like, oh goddamn, rook e8, I kind of missed that. But after like some 10 minutes thinking, all of a sudden I saw a tactic, such a beautiful tactic, and I made sure to double check it, triple check it. You can try to pause the video and find the tactic. 85% of you guys that watch my videos aren't subscribed. If you enjoyed the videos, I would highly appreciate if you could hit that subscribe button. Let's get back into the video. Maybe write down in the comment section down below. And yeah, the move here is the beautiful knight takes d5. Just beautiful tactic. I haven't played a move like this in a while, so yeah, very beautiful. Just sacrificing the knight, of course. Yeah, this move is awesome because I'm attacking the queen twice. The queen is unprotected. And let's say black takes on e1. I have this Zwischenzug. Is that how you say it? Like intermediate move? Zwischenzug. I don't know. I have to look at that because I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. But yeah, you have this intermediate move. Knight takes on f6 check, and now after g takes f6, white is just up a pawn and clearly better. So of course, black can't take on e1. If he takes on b2, it's kind of it's not knight f6, it's knight c7 with a fork on the rooks. So beautiful. And of course black can't just take with the pawn because he loses the queen. So the only move that you have to calculate, and it's forced, just black has to play knight takes on d5, and here you can calmly take on d5 back, and now the queen is still hanging. So my opponent played queen takes on e1, rook takes on e1, and c takes on d5. Here is also important to mention another move that I calculated, and you have to calculate, which is queen takes on b2. But here I saw that I had queen e4, and after f5 queen a4, and there's still a lot of threats in the position, taking on c6 with the queen. Bishop b7 doesn't work, because of rook ab1, and now queen d4, you're losing a piece. And the best move here would be bishop d7, and I guess you can just take, and black has to move the bishop back, and I mean, yeah, this is messy, but rook ab1, and okay, takes, and after something like rook b6, white is a bit better in my opinion. I mean, black has a strong center, but we are threatening. He can't push e4. We are threatening the pawn. It's a messy position, but it is playable for sure, and I think it's good. So yeah, I mean, I had to calculate a lot of stuff before playing knight takes d5, but yeah, we ended up in this position, and after c takes on d5, you know, I think I had like 30 minutes on the clock maybe in this position. My opponent had like 50 or something, or yeah, 50 I would say. So yeah, I mean, I was in some time disadvantage, and I still felt like my position was worse, but I felt like it was closer to equal. Now the computer prefers white slightly, but not that much, so it's pretty much equal. And here I was also very proud of finding the best like sequence of moves here. Black has this very strong center, and the best way to deal with it is to immediately try to strike against those pawns. c4, boom. If my opponent takes on c4, I just take back with the bishop. I'm doing fine. Doing fine. And here, the move that I was expecting, and the move that my opponent played, which is actually a bad move. The engine doesn't like it at all. It's d4. Boom, f4. God damn, bro. I'm so proud of this game. I played really well, you know? Like, I was under pressure, and I managed to just to find really good moves, man. Like, I'm very proud of this game. This game, Jesus. Jeez Louise. Who is this? f4 is fantastic because, of course, I'm striking in the center again, and black can take the pawn. The rook is unprotected. If he pushes e4, he loses the pawn, so I mean, he's kind of forced to to react to this. He plays f6, which I was expecting, and boom, boom, we have this position here, and I would say that I'm fine. I finally took a deep breath, and I said, okay, I am at least equal, if not better. So yeah, here the computer really likes my position. It says 0.5, so we're doing good. I mean, I'm so happy with this game because I really messed up in the opening, but I managed to find resources and to find good moves, and I spent my time correctly. Here I was already down like for like 20 something minutes because, you know, very tough position. But okay, here I played rook e2, best move. My opponent played rook a7, also best move. Rook e1, rook e7, and here, boom, b4. Oh my god, bro, like, Jesus, this is gonna be a mess. You already know that this game is gonna be a mess. Okay. Bishop b7 here, and of course my opponent is threatening e4. The computer is like a savage, wants me to play c5. What the hell, bro? No, I'm not gonna allow e4. No way, Jose. Bishop e4 takes, and king f7. The game goes into a rook endgame, double rook endgame, and yeah, this is... Let's go, guys. We still have a lot of moves to cover, so let's go. King f7, I decide to also bring my king. Important to note that here black played king f6. Very important that my opponent can't really get to e6 that easily because this pawn would be hanging. So he plays king f6, and here I play king e2, king e6, king d3, king d6, and we have this position. And bro, like, I wish I had time here because this is such, for me, this is a very complex position, and I think you guys can agree that, I mean, this is a mess. Like, passed pawns on both sides, like kings in the middle trying to blockade the pawns, like, Jesus. And here, I was getting low on time, so I had to make some decisions quickly, because I didn't want to be playing with like 5 minutes or 3 minutes or something like that. And I played a3, which, I mean, the computer doesn't hate it. Says that it's like the best move. At least my engine Stockfish 15 says it's the best move. I mean, a3, I'm really just waiting to see what my opponent is gonna try. Here my opponent played rook e6. It is important to note that there's a lot of tactic possibilities. Let's say my opponent played rook f7. This would be losing, because I could actually take on d4, and after pawn takes on d4, I take the rook, which was unprotected, and now I'm up a pawn. I'm gonna be up another pawn soon, and even if my opponent tries to win these pawns, I think my majority on the queen side will just win the game. So of course my opponent played rook e6, which is very nice. Now there's no more tactics because the rook is protected. And here I played rook g4. Honestly, I had no idea how to play this position, so I just decided, okay, let's attack my opponent's pawn and try to see what he's trying to do. Here my opponent played rook 8 e7. I played back on e4, trying to, say I'm okay with the draw. And I was okay with the draw because I was getting low on time and I didn't know what to do. Also, you guys know me and rook endgames don't get along. I just don't like rook endgames. I always choke them, always panic and make a horrible move. That's at least the meme in the channel right here. And here my opponent played rook f7, and goddamn, the pressure is starting to come to life, because okay, my opponent is taking the f file, the only open file here, and I thought about rook e2, but I didn't want to allow infiltrations on the back. You never want to get it from the back. No, we don't play those games. So here after rook f7 I played rook e2, and now he's not gonna knock in my back door. Like, there's no way he's not gonna. I have protected my back door and I'm safe. So yeah, this rook to e2, I feel like it's more accurate. Okay, my opponent plays rook f5 and I say boom, rook e4, trying attack. I'm attacking your rook. And here my opponent checks on f4 and I go back to d3. Now that I'm thinking, I feel like I didn't really look at rook f6, which is kind of weird. But maybe here I have c5, maybe. I don't know. It's tough. C5, king c6, check. King d3 can go to d5, but I have this passed pawn. It's very messy. But okay, my opponent didn't play this. He played h5. And here, okay, my opponent is really playing for a win. He doesn't want to draw. Of course, he's playing a lower rated opponent. I also wouldn't want to draw. And here, I mean, I have to strap myself, and get ready for the fight. Boom, a4, let's go. This is a race. We are not joking around here. Boom, my opponent goes back to f5. And I say, okay, let's go. Let's make a draw, okay? This is messy. We don't want to be playing this right, so let's just make a draw. I mean, come on, let's make a draw. My opponent plays rook f4 check. I go back to d3, and I was already like, okay, my opponent is gonna repeat the position. It's gonna be a draw. It's gonna be nice, okay? Boom, g5. Oh my god, this guy doesn't want to draw. And here I have to keep saying that we were getting low on the clock. He was also getting low on the clock because he spent a lot of time in this endgame. So I would say that we probably both had like 5 minutes on the clock around this time. 5 or maybe 3 minutes, something crazy like that, honestly. Complete blitz game now. And he says g5 and I say boom, b5. Oh my god, let's go. 8x b5, 8x b5. What is this position, guys? Oh my god. This is crazy, man. I can't believe it. g4, boom. And here, man, I just didn't know what to do. Like this, I played a mistake. Boom, takes on g4 is bad. But what else? Like, if I push on g3, it's game over. Rook f3 check. I'm losing my pawns. GG. If I played h4, actually this is the best move according to the engine. But I thought that after g3, man, I was gonna feel the pain, because this pawn is attacked. Let's say I try rook e4 here. Yeah, I thought that after something like this, that I was in trouble, big trouble, because yeah, my opponent is just gonna infiltrate my position, and yeah, I didn't like allowing this, although this is completely fine. So yeah, I ended up taking, because what else? I don't know, like I have no idea what I'm doing. Like I'm just trying to not flag. My opponent here takes with the rook, which is a very nice move, because now there's this annoying threat of rook g3, and I will have to move my king, and then the pawns start I mean, okay, the pawns don't start rolling immediately, but my pawn gets the c5 square and we might be losing, guys. So crazy. And here, bro, oh my god, I was like playing like I was playing really well, honestly. I'm proud of myself, because with low time on the clock, we had like 2 minutes, maybe no 1 minute, 2 or 1 minute in the clock. Really, we were just blitzing out moves, and boom, c5, bro. Let's go, let's go. We have no time to waste. c5 check, boom, sacrificing the pawn. Why? If my pawn takes, boom, boom, boom. Let's say boom, boom, boom. No, he can take that, but takes here, boom, and this is a draw. So my opponent didn't go for this. He went king d5, which was, of course, the most challenging move, and I go boom, c6. I'm also trying to queen, and here my pawn, boom, strikes with e4. There's a lot of booms in this video. I don't know, I kind of started to like that word. The word boom kind of sounds good. I missed e4, but I just don't care. Just king d2, only move. And here I was sweating, bro. I was like boom, boom, boom. My heart was beating so fast. Like, what is going on? I was like, oh my god, oh my god. I just didn't know. My opponent, with seconds on the clock, plays e3 check and asks for a draw. He says, a draw? I offer a draw? And I was like, oh my god. I was like, I had like 1 minute on the clock, and I was like, I think e3 is a bad move. I think e3 is a bad move. I think e3 is a bad move. And it really is a bad move, because it just allows my king to blockade and stop the pawns, and these pawns are gonna roll up the board. Although computer says it's equal if black finds the absolute best defense. e3 check, I accepted the draw, bro, and we started laughing. We both started laughing, because what is this? Like, such tension. And yeah, I mean, crazy game. I love this game. This is by far my favorite game of 2023 that I played, and I'm very proud. I think it probably is my best game of the year so far. Yeah, I mean, I managed to mess up my opening like on the first 10 moves, and then I managed to just stay in the game, find resources, find good moves, find tactics, and I managed to get a draw. And I maybe if I played on, I could have gotten a win, but I wasn't really confident in my skills to play this position, so I just, I'm playing a guy that's 300 points higher than me, so I just took the draw. And yeah, it is what it is. God damn, what a game. What a game. I love this game. I hope you guys also love this game. This was crazy. Yeah. We got a draw again. And yeah, I think I said it all. Hope you guys enjoyed this game as much as I did, and I'll see you all in round 5. the next video. Bye bye. Take care.